Hello, everyone. I am Dana. I'm owner of Mind Body Healthy and Holistic Nutrition and founder of my two amazing holistic health programs, helping women transform their lives from exhausted, absolutely exhausted, to energized and living a life that they probably never even dreamed about when they were so exhausted. And doing this all 100% naturally. If you are ready to start on a new path to discovery about why your energy is so low all the time and really get like concrete answers, dig deep, look at your personal underlying health imbalances, the root causes, then my programs are a perfect fit for you. I have the 6-week Crush Your Fatigue protocol, which offers you a taste and a little bit of an in-depth experience of coaching with me about holistic nutrition and lifestyle and mindset for higher energy. Then, of course, if you're really looking to deep dive into your personal imbalances and get personalized coaching, support, guidance, accountability, everything that you need to 180 reset your body so that you can be on the right path to lifelong energy in a sustainable way right off the bat, then my 6-month energy and hormonal rebalance system may be the next best path for you. So speaking of paths, today we're going to talk about choosing the best path to growth. First, I really want to just start with a tough question and answer this honestly, okay? Just do it in your head. No one's going to judge you. Here's your question. How many times have you done the same type of program? Maybe it's a meal plan, maybe it's a type of diet, like a fad diet. Maybe it's a bottle of supplements. Maybe it's a drug or a treatment. How many times have you done the same type of program or treatment or solution over and over again on your quest to fix your fatigue and it hasn't worked? It's okay if you realize that, yeah, I've been doing the same thing over and over again, because we've all been there. When I was in my 20s and my chronic fatigue was getting in the way of me living a life that I wanted, when I was struggling to stay awake at work and literally falling across the couch as soon as I walked into my apartment each day, I did try a number of different things to fix my fatigue. I was desperate. I really was desperate to fix my fatigue. So I did what I felt I could handle. I switched up my diet a little bit and tried to eat healthier. I added more fruits and vegetables to my diet. I at one point, added more protein and ditched as much processed stuff as I could. I did detox kit after detox kit. Specifically, this one that I really enjoyed. I did it about 5 times. It never once fixed my fatigue. It helped me drop a few inches each time. And it was only 7 days, so there wasn't a lot of energy boosting going on. It was way too short, but I liked it because it was super simple to follow. So that's why I did it. I took greens powder every day until I stopped, and then I had to start that up again months later because it did help, and I noticed a difference. But I stopped it. And so I had to make sure I did it every day and was kind of glued to that greens powder for years. Essentially, I tried a bunch of things that were promising me higher energy, or at least Google and magazines promised higher energy. And I never once felt any better. I think I thought I did in my head, but when I look back on it, I'm like, it was absolutely not working because I kept going back and doing it again and again. So there was one time that I felt marginally more energy when I was changing up my diet, specifically changing up my diet and really cutting out processed foods and stuff. I do know that was something I noticed. But I would get to this point where I was following a strict meal plan or a bottle of supplements that cost an arm and a leg, or a powder or something, a detox kit. And I would follow it, and then I would get to the end and I'd feel a little bit better maybe and go back, kind of like live life normally. And then I'd quit them, and then I would be right back to square one within days. Mainly because they were quite restrictive, sometimes complicated, took a lot of my time and energy to follow. Like meal plans can be extremely difficult to follow sometimes. Or it was just something that I wasn't noticing any difference on, so it felt like it was a waste of my time and money. So I quit. And I lost a lot of motivation all the time because nothing was getting me that higher energy that everything was promising. And I was really frustrated. I was confused. I felt defeated. I felt like, okay, very, very often I felt like maybe there's just nothing there. Maybe there really is nothing out there to fix my fatigue. Maybe it's just impossible. And I was stuck on the same path of following those types of solutions year after year, hoping for different results. So it took a lot of shifting inside my brain to realize that I was only keeping myself stuck by staying there, focused on those surface level, popularized, energy boosting, miracle quick fixes. By choosing those things over and over again, just continually trying the same thing that didn't work, but still doing it over and over again. Because I kept choosing easy. I wanted easy. At least I thought it was easy. 7 days is easy, even though it's complicated. It was easy. I only had to be in a little bit of pain for 7 days. And easy never ever gets you anywhere. It definitely does not get you to a state where you can live a life that you've maybe never even dreamed about, imagined, right? Where a life where you get up feeling energized. You have the energy to work out every day and it doesn't knock you out afterwards. You have focus and clarity in your brain all day long to get everything on your to-do list done. You have abundant energy after the workday is done to spend time with your loved ones, to cook a simple, healthy meal, and to commit to something that's fun for you. For me, a huge factor that I knew that something was working was when I was able to commit to two weekly dance classes, 2 nights a week. That was big for me because before that I couldn't commit to anything. Like my fatigue was so bad and really unpredictable that there's just no way. I totally wanted to fix my fatigue naturally. I did not want to go down a route of any type of medication or Band-Aid solution or something that just suppressed symptoms, because I intuitively knew back then that I didn't want to fill my body up with toxic medication. So I really wanted to go down the natural route. But I was at odds in my head because I thought natural fixing my fatigue was going to be as simple and as quick as suppressing with medication. Not the same thing at all. I wanted to reverse what was wrong, not just pretend it didn't exist. And this is exactly what my clients want to fix their fatigue as well, a natural route. Again, there's a disconnect between the idea that it should be quick and easy and fixed within days to weeks, but they want the natural solution. So we do have to work on that mindset inside the programs. But the clients are committed and realize that it does take a little bit of time and patience. And there's a huge difference between following fad diets or taking a few supplements and actually following a holistic natural protocol that is proven to reverse the root causes of chronic fatigue or burnout, that's proven to break your fatigue cycle so that you can start actually refueling your energy hormones and your energy production system so that it starts to maintain this steady state of higher and higher energy week after week after week in a sustainable, super simple to follow in any lifestyle way of doing it. FYI, I drink wine. I occasionally have craft dinner. I eat pizza sometimes. I like to go out to the pub with my husband. I sometimes stay up too late. I am not perfect, but I am now at a point where I am able to sustain my high energy levels because I have broken the fatigue cycle. I've refueled my hormones, my energy production system. I've boosted my immune system. I've fixed as many things overall that I can in my body. There's still some work to do for sure. But because I've strengthened and created a resilient stress response and immune system, I can do the things that I want to do in moderation and still have the health and life that I want. And this is what my clients are all on the road to uncovering and developing for themselves as well. They follow a functional, natural protocol that is proven to reverse the root causes of chronic fatigue and burnout naturally, long-term, sustainably. To grow and break through your chronic fatigue, you need to choose a new path. You need to get off of the quick and easy miracle cure path. It's just not going to work for you. It's never going to work for you. It's not set up to break your fatigue cycle, first of all, and it's definitely not set up to align with what your body needs as you're battling a maladaptive stress response, inflammation, and the fatigue that comes with it. You need something new, something you've never tried before, because that's how you learn new things. Shift your energy into alignment with your dreams and goals and empower yourself. And a new fad diet isn't something new. I hear a lot of women try one fad diet after the other. They'll try weight loss diets for a while, and then they'll be like, oh, I hear keto is better. Oh, now I'm going to try paleo diet. Oh, Whole30 is a great one. These are just fad diets. Fad diets are just point in time, popularized mainstream ways of eating that don't actually address the root cause imbalances of most health problems, actually. In this case, we're talking about chronic fatigue and burnout and even post-viral fatigue. They don't help with that. They might feel something temporarily because there's a shift in what you're eating, but they don't fix the problem. Also, a new juice cleanse. This is not something new. A new naturopath who gives you a few new different supplements isn't new. It's a tweak to an old pattern that you've already tried and that hasn't helped you fix your fatigue yet. You need something brand new, something that will move you away from your familiar zone or your comfort zone and into this growth and energy zone where it's just habitual and this is your new norm. Something that will zero in on your root causes of fatigue and give you proven, simple strategies to follow that are nothing like the nutrition, energy, healing work, or exercise for energy boosting programs that you've ever come across before. This is the beauty and the power of holistic nutrition combined with mindset shifting practices and adjustments of your entire nervous system and body for higher energy. It's this beautiful collaboration of the three pillars of energy healing. No one teaches this unless you've worked with a skilled holistic nutritionist or a functional practitioner, functional medical doctor, or integrative nutritionist maybe, but not just a generalized nutritionist, not a dietitian. A holistic nutritionist, functional nutritionist, they will get you down this path. You need someone who understands how the body works as a whole, how the nutrients you eat feed your cells, fuel your body, and how your brain affects the physical body, how it feels and functions. You need someone who has ideally been in your shoes, who has dealt with chronic fatigue, because it's such an abstract, hard to describe condition that most people, when they hear fatigue, they look at very basic symptoms or blood tests or pop a few adrenal supplements at you and think, here you go, and wonder why it doesn't work. Fatigue itself isn't a health problem. It's a symptom of an imbalance across multiple areas of your body, which means focusing only on one area, the hormones or a single hormone, digestion, mental health, mindset, it's not going to get you very far. And this is exactly what those one-off surface level solutions that you've already tried are doing. They're focusing on the surface. They focus on one potential area of health, and they don't dig deep into the root imbalances and evaluate the interconnections. This is a big drawback of weight loss programs because extra weight is not cause of your fatigue. Extra weight is a symptom of a bunch of hormonal imbalances. Your energy hormones are being out of whack too. So weight is always something that should be looked at as a whole, not as it's on its own, or it'll make the imbalances worse. To fix chronic fatigue and burnout and post-viral fatigue, your solution has to be focused on those 3 pillars of energy healing: functional nutrition, lifestyle habits, and mindset. So let me ask you this. Now that you've heard all this, is your solution focused on all 3 of these? Are you working with someone who has been in your shoes, who has lived with chronic fatigue, adrenal burnout, and is now practicing what they learned and preached? Is what you're doing right now working for you? Are you noticing significant improvements in your energy week after week, getting a significant boost after just 3 to 4 weeks of using these solutions? Are you feeling 150 to 200% better every month? If not, you're doing something wrong, and it's time to get clear on what your body needs to feel its absolute most energized. So if you are curious about how to fix your fatigue naturally using the 3 pillars of energy healing, and you'd like to see how your health today aligns with the main underlying root causes of chronic fatigue and burnout, then I'm here and I would love to get you started. We start with a free energy audit call. It's just a call. There's no commitment on the call. It's just to look into your symptoms and just to talk through what's been going on in your health, where you've been, what paths you've taken, what's working, what's not. And it helps me give you a very clear, specific solution to go after in order to reach your goals. Because my goal is to make sure you're focusing on the right things and not wasting your precious energy on the wrong ones anymore. It does take patience, time, and some work to move from today's familiar or comfort zone into that growth zone and into your new norm, but it's absolutely possible. I have extremely exhausted clients who are getting there today. And if you want to learn more about their stories, if you want to talk with me about if this is a good fit for you, please book that energy audit call with me. The link to do so is in the description of this video. And I hope to see you or hear from you soon.